Missing someone with all your missing someone
Hello everybody, this is Monty with Flowers by the Bunch. Today I wanted to do some creative arrangements using a single type of flower. So I've got several different containers here on my table. The first container I'm going to use is this large open mouth vase. So most of the time when I use this vase, I will take some clear tape. This is some just clear florist tape, and I'll make a grid on top of this vase. But today we're going to make something a little different. I'm going to use some yellow mini calla lilies. I'm going to set this one over here to the side. So I'm going to use some yellow mini calla lilies. Now, they don't look like minis, they actually look like standard callas. A standard calla really is, the bloom on the calla is about the size of my hand. It's a really big flower. But when you use a standard callas only come in white and green. Green just means that they're not completely ripe, or they're not completely ripe. That's what it means. Anyway, mini callas come in colors, lots of different pretty colors. This just happens to be a really pretty yellow mini calla. Now, when you order calla lilies, they come in a bunch of 10 stems. And so that's what I have here in my hand, is 10 stems of callas. I had some that are a little longer and some that are a little shorter, just so you can kind of see how fun they look. I'm going to take a little bit of greenery. So this is an aspidistra leaf, and I am going to lay it kind of on the back side here, and just kind of give my callas just a little bit of greenery back behind. I'm also going to use a couple of stems of this greenery, which is really fun. This is called Aurelia, an Aurelia leaf. Kind of a tropical leaf, just really kind of a fun, interesting leaf, okay? And then I have a few stems of lily grass. Now, lily grass is, you've seen me use it before. It doesn't cut like other ornamental grasses, and it's just so fun to use. So I'm just gonna kind of lay it over here on the side. So there's my arrangement. And what I'm going to do, I've just gathered it in my hand so you see how simply this arrangement can be done. I'm going to try to find the end of this clear tape. There it is. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tape these stems together. Now, you can use a small piece of wire if you want to. You can use tape, you can use whatever. The reason I've decided to use this clear tape is because I don't want it to show. It's going to show in this vase. And so the reason I decided to use a little touch of this clear tape is so that it doesn't show up too well. You'll see it if you're looking for it, but it won't show up too well. So I'm going to take it and cut it here. So I just have an arrangement all cinched together with that tape. I'm going to take my stems, and all I'm really going to do is I want them to come down to the bottom of this vase and just kind of lean out of this vase. So I'm going to take my knife and I'm just going to cut my stems. Callas are really easy to cut, you can see. So I cut my stems, and now I'm just going to take those flowers and just lean them right out of that vase. Now, if you decide that you want to cover this tape a little more, you can take another one of these fun Aurelia leaves. That one has a little bump on it, so I'm going to toss it in the trash. You can take another Aurelia leaf. I'm going to wipe it off on my jeans. It was a little dirty. I'm going to cut it at an angle, and I am just going to tuck another fun leaf right into that arrangement. So how simple is this arrangement using all the same flowers, but look how elegant that is. Wouldn't that be amazing on a dining table, or just something fun and different? But it's so pretty and so fun. So there's our calla lilies, our mini yellow calla lilies. So that is so pretty and fun. Next, I'm going to show you one. This one's even easier. If you thought that one was easy, this one is even easier. So this one, we're going to use this large jug that I ordered on Amazon. I ordered them for a wedding, and we used them as chair markers going down an aisle outside, and we used pampas grass, lots of fun. Anyway, this is a great container. I have a couple of them at my house on my buffet. I have one actually sitting right back here with just some greenery in it, but it's a really fun container. I'm going to use these fantastic Japanese hydrangeas. Now these actually came from our grower. We are actually just doing a trial with these. I'm not positive that we'll be able to even get them in, but look how beautiful they are. They almost have little pointed petals. Very different, very pretty. The colors are gorgeous. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my knife and I'm cutting that hydrangea, and I'm going to just tuck it right down into this big whiskey bottle. I'm going to remove the greenery here, and I'm just going to put another stem. I'm going to leave this one a little taller. I'm just cutting that stem at an angle, and I'm tucking that right down into that water. So very, very, very simple. Next, what I'm going to do is, now these stems are not going to touch the water, so they're not going to, unless you filled it all the way up. So just a warning, you may want to add more water than I have in this jug. This is a split leaf philodendron. It's got a few little bumps and bruises, but it's okay, it's just for me. When you use foliage, be sure to choose foliage that does not have any bumps and bruises, especially if you're using them in your flower shop, okay? If you're selling an arrangement to someone, please use foliage that's beautiful. Make sure it doesn't have any bumps or bruises. Now this is just a demonstration. This one does have a bump, but just for that information, I'm going to take this split leaf philodendron. I'm just tucking it right down in. I'm going to bend it down because I want him to be kind of fun and creative. Now, you can take several leaves if you want to, or just use this one leaf. But look at what a statement this 2 flowers makes tucked into this one container. It's just a fun way to make really fancy arrangements using just a couple of stems or a couple of blooms of flowers. Now here comes the next one. The next one's even easier. Now I have this really neat cube container. It's a cube vase. I think it's a 5 by 5 inches by 5 inches cube, okay? Most of the time, if we arrange in this container, we are always going to grid it because it's such a wide mouth, my flowers are going to fall out. But here's a fun trick. I'm only using 1 flower in this container. I have this piece of driftwood that we've used in other arrangements, and I realized that it would fit right there, corner to corner in this container. And I have this magnificent dahlia. Now this dahlia came from a local farmer here in town. She is just learning all about how to grow flowers organically. She grew these dahlias and she brought me a couple of them to use. Miss Brenda Brooks does a fantastic job on her farm. She's brand new and she's just learning. Anyway, she brought me these fantastic dahlias, just gorgeous. I'm going to use this one stem in this arrangement. I'm going to cut my stem at an angle, and I am going to take it and lean it right onto that piece of driftwood. So you can play with it and kind of get it to lean however you want to. You can leave it up high if you want to, or you can put it down low. Whatever you'd like to do. But this single stem is going to make a statement. I'm going to take us a little bit of these grasses. This is a mixture of both variegated and solid bear grass. I mixed it just because it's fun, it's different. I'm just going to take that grass and I am going to very carefully lean it right into that container, just like that. Now I'm going to take a couple of these Aurelia leaves and I'm going to cut them fairly short and just tuck them right into that vase. So look at what a statement a single flower, and I think that's a handful, that's 10 stems, 10 little blades of grass, and a couple of stems, a couple of Aurelia leaves tucked in. Now, when you make these arrangements, you want to make them on site. You want to make them at your house. You want to put them right in place. It's not going to travel well, okay? But look at how neat this is. It's starting to rain outside. That's why I'm looking out the window. All of a sudden it started to rain. But look how interesting that one dahlia, and what a statement it makes. So it's not as pretty on the backside, but it makes such a lovely statement. So I want you to think outside of the box. Think creatively. My words won't work today, but be creative. Go and cut one magnificent bloom and be creative with it. But look at how beautiful this arrangement turned out. Guys, thank you so much for being here with me this afternoon, for coming and watching our videos. We appreciate you all so much. Please, if you have not subscribed to our channel, be sure to subscribe down below. Also, if you'll hit that little bell, you'll get notifications. We do also have other videos over on our other social media. We have Facebook and Instagram, so go check us out there. Guys, have a great afternoon, and we'll see you real soon.